spectacle. The crowds on both sides have gone absolutely crazy when the team's running out. Referee Dean Nimal is going to have a real test on his hands today. He's under a little bit of pressure after the controversy that he had, so a good performance from him also will be absolutely required. Trinity playing with the wind in this first half, and that will give it a lot of airtime when the ball goes up. So we'll have to wait and see how Trinity try and exploit that, or whether it will be Isipathana with the high up and unders that get the moves going.
From the offset, both teams trying to kick the ball and gain some ground.
Isipathana with a good run out there from fullback. They've kept the ball. Unlikely to kick this one away. That's the youngest of the DeCosta brothers putting a high kick. That's what's going to happen. There's going to be a lot of time for the chasers to get under this with Isipathana playing against the wind. So they might keep doing this, and it won't be a bad tactic at all.
And you were spot on in the pre-match discussion, Shanaka, when you said Soma City will be under a lot of pressure. Exactly what happened there. He was under the high ball. He's safe as a house under the high ball, but will come under a lot of pressure. And Isipathana are known to kick the ball deep and chase. That's been their tactic through and throughout so many years, and that's one thing that Trinity will have to counter early.
Udita Taranatha with an uncharacteristic drop there coming in from the left wing, although he's wearing number 14. He dropped that ball cool, but I think it went backwards. I'm surprised that Dinimal actually gave the knock on there, but we've had a little flag up from Dinka Pirish, who's going to be actually telling Dinimal about a yellow card, and we've got the first yellow card of the day. I had a bit of a chat with Neil Footy yesterday. I had a bet with him on how many yellow cards we're going to see in the game. That's the first one. I've got 3 left. He's got 2.
Spot on about your prediction and how you kind of characterized Nimal early on. He's really happy to take the cards out. He probably sends a lot of Christmas cards out as well.
I'm sure he does. And this is what we don't want to see, though. We don't want to see the refereeing team getting more involved in this game than they should be. I don't think there was a huge amount in what happened, but if there has been kicking, then that's going to be definitely a problem.
Yeah, Trinity need to kind of discipline their game as well. We saw cards being drawn out against them in the semi-final as well. Dangerous tackles. They have a tendency to kind of flirt with the referee when it comes to discipline, and cards need to kind of tighten that up at that end of the game up and play smart. They need to be really smart and just stay away from the referee as much as they can.
Flirt with the referee, that's an interesting turn of phrase from a Trinity. Might have to get some female referees involved if you want to stop that. But great work there in the scrum by Isipathana. And this is where it's going to be decided. It's really going to be a battle at the set pieces. We've seen a line out and a scrum in quick succession now, and we saw that the Isipathana line out being upset. The ball didn't go 5 meters. The referee didn't choose fit to call that, but now on their tight head, Isipathana have been outstanding and wheeling that ball around. Let's see whether they can win their own ball. Arun Kumar in the number 1 channel. Already we can see a lot of chatting with referee Nimal. Captain is in there. Eyes of Patana already going up from around us. It's a lovely atmosphere here at the Royal College Sports Complex grounds. Arun Kumar waits.
It always is when these two teams play.
And that's a good call from the referee. There was no steadiness in that scrum before the ball was put in. This is Kumar. Offloads it. This is the big number 3, Disanayaka. Makes good ground.
Trinity defense being tested from the offset here.
To his front row partner Charika. Good work by Kumendra Dharmadas and the captain, but Trinity have turned it over.
Very unfortunate there, knock on. It's good offloads there, quick offloads, quick hands, but unfortunately not being able to hold on. Didn't quite get the number there, but good work by Isipathana straight from the offset.
Good passage of play there. They're keen to throw the ball around. Some nice offloads, most of them going to hand. And it was good defense by Trinity to come up and smother that. Anil Senivaratna at the forefront of that once again. A very smart play. I'm really impressed By the way, this boy reads the game more than his actual try scoring. It's about what he brings to the back line in sense of awareness and making sure he's at the right place at the right time, making the right decisions. Very impressive.
Scrum done now, Trinity feed. Somasiri, no problems there. Ball coming out clean for Rathwatte. Udalagama there is always where the ball bounces. He's very quick off his mark is Udalagama. Trinity doing some good work there at the breakdown. Samasekara there acting fly off. Ay. Terrible offload there by Tisila, and in the attempt to collect it, Tarinder just knocking it on. Can't blame Rathwatte much about that, but surely Tisila could have done better.
Yes, and that all came from the kick, Anup, where we saw Tarinder put up a big one, and it went a little bit further than he anticipated. Again, it's the wind coming into play there, but I thought Isipathana should have dealt with that a little bit better. They had a 2-on-1, and they should probably have run that out of trouble, as we see Arun Kumar doing exactly that. Beats the first man, beats the second man, should have given it away. This is Dharmadasa supporting his number 8. This is their pattern, the big men standing off. Referee's got his arm out for advantage. Let's see what they do here. Veera Singha, the big second row.
There's a huge overlap here on the far end. If Isipathana chose to go that way, but not to be. Trinity defense still unsettled.
It's a really poor option there by Situm, the fullback. Should really have given it out. This is Disanayaka rumbling his way up the middle. Suryarachi looks for his fly off.
Will look deep, will look for the chip, but Khanil is there to collect. Safe as a house. But good work at the breakdowns there by Isipathana. Stolen, I believe. There you go, Trinity. Once again. Cardinal error, cardinal sin. And this is kicking range for Hirantha. Will he opt to go for the 3 points?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the first points are crucial today, Anup, and Hirantha will know that this is well within his range, even against the wind. But a surprising tactic there from De Costa. I thought he had numbers on the outside, might have wanted to keep it in hand, but he chose the chip kick. And Khanil Seneviratne is very dangerous, as we discussed in the pre-match as well, from the ball that is kicked to him. And he, unluckily for him, he had several players coming up on the chase. But if he manages to get away from one of those players, then you're looking at a superb counter-attack from Trinity, and that's something Isipathana can't afford. So I will be surprised if Nawaz insists that this chip kick keeps being used against them. Deathly hush on the grounds as Hirantha puts his boot to it quickly. The cheers tell the story from the Isipathana crowd, and it's over for the first points of this final of the President's Trophy. Trinity 3. So you see the replay. 3 points to 0. Hirantha Pereira banging it over.
Easy does it for Hirantha. It's bread and butter for that lad. He's been doing this for so many years, and you wouldn't expect him to make a mockery of that sort of kick. So Tarinder Rathwatte to take the restart. Radio on the back foot the first few minutes here. They've been defending more than they would have wanted to. Good high ball here, giving enough time for Dharmasena to chase it. He taps it back, but not good bounce for his teammates. But gone off the field of play, says the touch judge.
Great work by the second row, Dharmasena, to win that ball back. But there was no real follow-up. And this was an area where Trinity were found wanting, I think, last week as well. Their restarts both in attack and defense weren't fantastic. And you really need to have that. Free kick, says the ref, closing the gaps. Bit of a shambolic line out there.
Yeah, for a moment I thought the Trinity wasn't ready. Anyways, Somasiri quick tap taken. Tisila gets a rather awkward pass, but strong enough to ward off 3 contenders. Somasiri trying to wriggle his way through, but held up. I don't think he can afford to do that in this game.
That's great work. Wonderful work by De Costa. You saw how he held the man up. And
yes, the ball has been stolen.
Arun Kumar ripped it off him. Fantastic technique in a gang tackle there from Isipathana. Really awesome work. It's a big thump down the field. This is Wadu, the electric man. Let's see what he can do with it. Karunathilaka opts to go for the boot. Nervy start by both teams. Oh, and
here we have Udalagama. Just what he did as a Bradby Shield, if you remember, Shanaka. Just being there at the right time. He chases the ball every time it's thumped down the field. Right place, right time, underneath the uprights, and he scores.
We see it once again. Udalagama profiting from a real juggle by Ranasinghe. Ranasinghe dropping that ball, and Udalagama just profiting like a pickpocket from that. Terrible mistake by Thisila Karunathilaka right in front of the post, opting for the drop kick and hooking it wide rather badly there. He would have wanted that 4-point cushion, but instead it's 5 points to 3. Trinity lead in this all-important Milo President's Trophy final.
You just can't excuse that, Shanaka. Kind of need to blame the runners as well. That you need to get the tee out in time. But then again, if you get a kick right in front of the uprights, 10 out of 10 times you're expected to take it.
And this is Trinity scoring with one man still in the bin. So Isipathana really haven't been able to make any use of that one man being in the bin.
Flat kick, Iragama doing well. Mahadana doing well to collect it. You'll never know how it's going to bounce when it's that flat. Box kick employed by Somasiri. Is known to do that so often. And Udalagama in chase yet again. Arun Kumar will ward him off. No effort there. Now chips. Kanil Seniratna.
Knock on, says the referee. It's a charge down, so it's a bit unfortunate from Kanil Seniratna. He was again right in the face of the attacker. You can see what a smart player he is, and I think it's been a really good move by Neil Footy and Nilfa Ibrahim to send him outside Thisila Karunathilaka. They swapped positions, and Kanil was playing 12 during the season. I think that Thisila playing at 12 and Kanil playing outside him has really brought a different dimension to this game.
And you're spot on when you said Isipathana have to stop chipping the ball. Once again, he was right there waiting for it as if he knew what the script was. So presence of mind, sense of awareness is something that has stood well for Kanil and the team. He brings a lot, as you said, not by scoring tries, but just knowing what's going on. Reads it really, really well.
Ratwata lining up his man in defense, but he's probably going to have Kumar coming at him.
I think we have a blood bin scenario for Isipathana. This is number 19 on the field.
Not sure what that call was. I think he broke early from the scrum. Got to keep your head in, says referee Dinimal. Thisila, after that initial miss, will be anxious to make amends.
Trinity have favoured Thisila's boot over Tarindra's when it comes to taking the penalties, especially with this angle. Probably something that Nilufer will have to work on with Tarindra in the years to come. The flags go up and 3 more points added. Thisila makes amends for his terrible error initially. 8 points to 3. Trinity leading Isipathana. We got a good game on our hands and a quick fast-paced game on our hands as well by the looks of it, Shanaka.
Yes, it is. And Amrit, who's sitting next to me in the commentary box, who's going to be doing the match report, has just told me that the wind has dried down. It's something I hadn't noticed, but he's absolutely right. The wind is very patchy. So the kicks and where you position yourself for the kicks, there's going to have to be a lot of thought in this, Anup. So it's going to be really everything to play for in this second half of the first half of this Milo President's Trophy final. Randik Alvis takes it forward off the restart. Off your feet, says the referee. So penalty to Isipathana.
I think pre-match planning will have to be taken back to the board, and some tweaking is needed because the wind now doesn't seem to be that much of a factor. Hopefully Tarinder is aware of it.
It's going to be interesting what Shamli Nawaz will have to say to his team at half-time. I'm sure we'll see a very marked different game plan from Isipathana when they come out after the second half. But at the moment, they're looking a bit nervy, looking a bit edgy, trying to get rid of the ball as soon as possible, a little bit of a lack of patience. And I think against a team like Trinity who have good defense, both on the fringes and in midfield, you have to be patient, you have to respect the fact that they have good defense and not to try to score off the first phase.
There's a stoppage of play for some odd reason, not quite sure what's going on. Officials involved, organizing committee involved, but Nimal's quite eager to get back to business, which is good. But this is most certainly going to be a second half game, isn't it, Shanaka? Isipathana and Trinity both play their best rugby latter stages of the game, and fitness is what's going to be tested. Good run there, fabulous run.
Good run by Situm, but Kanil on the floor, not rolling away. Good call by referee Dinimal. The captain trying a little bit of a fast one but not getting away with it, and Situm, after his good collection and counter attack, seems to have gone down and stayed down.
You can't afford to do that right in front of the referee's eyes. He just talked up Kanil for his smartness, just lacking there. Stretcher coming onto the field for the first time. Not good signs for Isipathana. Star player on the deck. Play carries on. Good kick. Good kick. Hiranta once again making it count.
That's a difficult kick as well. It was right in midfield, so he's got to clear the breadth of the ground as well as get some length on it. So good kick from Hiranta against the wind. They've lost Chachusanka, so let's see whether they replace him. Yes, they have replaced him, so we don't know whether it's a blood bin or not. We'll find out momentarily. Isipathana win the line out nicely. Running for the first time, Hiranta coming in off the angle. Suryarachi waits for it. This is the captain. Nice hands to Arun Kumar. Kumar with the offload, but Tarinder Ratwata does well getting in there and intercepting it. He calls a knock on, referee Dinimal. Not sure whether I saw one. Of course, we might see one if we get a replay.
Not a clear knock on there, but the call has been made. That's what matters. That's what counts. Trinity seem to be committing a lot of players into the tackles.
Nicely worked ball. Hiranta Pereira.
This
is Fernando.
Forward pass in my books, Shanaka. Don't know why Nimal didn't call it. Too flat for my liking.
Yes, it looked very flat, Anup. But they're dangerous when Arun Kumar picks it up cleanly, and he's always getting channel 1 ball. He's not always getting good channel 1 ball, but when he does, then things look a bit dangerous. And when he takes Tarinder Ratwate out of the equation, then that leaves a big gap in midfield, because Sisil Karunathilake is drawn infield and Hiranta Pereira is hitting that gap nicely. Fernando just couldn't make it count. Rail Marden off the back, throws a loop. Arun Kumar, he's dangerous from this. Trinity out. Yes, under the cosh, and they're over.
Dreadful ball handling there by Madana.
You see it on the replay. Madana should have held on to this ball.
I have no idea what he was thinking there. Number 8 is the position that you usually place your smartest player in. He calls the shots more often than not, and for a number 8 to pull off something like that, it's just horrendous to say the least.
Watching too much Super 15 rugby, watching too much Sonny Bill Williams, that's what happens, Anup. Sometimes you lose the basics, and what we don't remember is that guys like Sonny Bill are just so good at doing what they do because their basics are still very good. And that's what you need to remember when you're a schoolboy player.
So 7 points added to the Isipathana tally, 10 points to 8. They find themselves in the lead over Trinity, and game on. Trinity making dreadful errors, cardinal sins, and you just can't afford to do that against a team like Isipathana.
Isipathana regains the lead, 12 points, 10 points to 8.
Let's see how Isipathana react from this kickoff. Teams are very vulnerable after a restart.
Dharmasena chasing it, but it's too far off for him, but he collects it. Good bounce for him. He's used to that sort of collection. He's a basketball player, national basketball player as well, coming off to play rugby in his last years in school. Terrible offload there, pouncing on Thisila, the Isipathana defense, but Thisila standing tall. Insaf, terrible hands, big hit, and the ball pops out like a hot potato.
We noticed a restart again, Anup, just as I spoke about it. It went into no man's land, bounced off Arun Kumar's shins and right into the hands of Randik Alvis, who could probably have run that into the corner. So teams really have to take note of the fact that they need to concentrate, especially after they score. They need to make sure their restarts are done well, and I think coaching staff also need to pay a little bit more attention to this area.
Pathana support in full voice here, as you'd expect. You'll find that wherever Isipathana play their games, they have a huge following. Trinity for once outnumbered in the stands.
Good work there from De Costa, who finds touch against the wind again.
Our pre-match predictions have turned futile. Shahanaka, the sun now not an issue.
Not a fact either, yes.
Overcast conditions, the clouds are just approaching, covering the sun. So game plans need to be reassessed. Singalakshana presence of mind to collect the ball there. He knew the line out wasn't that good, but stolen ball yet again. Beautiful work by Isipathana at the breakdowns. Absolutely brilliant to watch. Choosing the blind side now. Hoping to take Trinity defense off guard, not to be. Mahadana trying to make amends for his costly error initially. Now looking to the far end, Thisila, Tarindra Twate, good covering defense there. Giragama just lets it go off the field of play. A bit of how's your mum there?
Nice work from Harlik Wadud. He's only up to Taranatha's shoulder. Gives him a little cheeky smile and sends him on his way. I think Udita Taranatha, who considered a bad drop and a knock-on early on, needs to get his head in the game here. I saw him running out and pointing fingers at Giragama, telling him what he was going to do to him during the next 80 minutes. Unnecessary stuff. Randik Alvis supreme in the line-out. Good drive by the Trinity 8. Somasiri waits.
Look for the box kick. Yes, here he goes. Giragama now chasing. Just as you said, Shahanaka, he needs to work on his game rather than trying to be smart. Here you go. Knock forward. Terrible errors there, but Trinity need numbers, Trinity need support. They need quick ball, but opting to take it slow for some odd reason. Senivaratne in the thick of things. Randik Alvis offloads to Ratwate. Udalagama has it. Yes, he's crossed over. Easy as you like. No one home. Touches down. Looks to be, seems to be rather Udalagama's day.
And definitely not Taranatha's day. I think they've identified the weak man under the high kick, and they're going to kick
on the replay. Udalagama just there on the right time, right place. Easy as you like. Just touches down. So it's tit for tat at the moment, Shanaka.
Absolutely, and that try was really made by the great quick hands from Randik Alvis. You described him as a basketball player, and that is what you get from them. Oh, it wasn't him?
Actually, it was Dharmasena.
Sorry, different, wrong tall man. But great hands from Randik Alvis. Managed to get it away to Ratwata, who put Udalagama into space, and that's what it's all about, making the right options, and Trinity have been doing that really well.
Tisila not making that conversion count either, so the flags stay down. Just 5 points added to the Trinity tally. 13 points to 10. Trinity find themselves in the lead. Quick hands has been a strong aspect of Alvis's game throughout the season. That's one of his strengths, just like his ward-offs. Hiranta with the restart. Madana under a bit of pressure. It won't. He's
Ratwata did well to get that away. He was under tremendous pressure. Hiranta Pereira looking for Taranatha. Not giving it to
there. Big hit, but Halik Wadud. Unfortunate there. Very unfortunate.
Good hit by Kanil Seniviratna on Hiranta Pereira there, but just after he'd given the ball away, you can see that he's playing the game of his life, Kanil, for the moment. Udita Taranatha on this left wing concerns me a little bit. I hope he doesn't give any cards away for Isipathana or something. Nicely won. But not 10 meters in the line out, says the referee. And that's not 10 again, so you might be seeing a yellow card. De Costa dancing his way out of tackles. The big men wait. Disanaika, will he pick it up? No, he won't. This is their pattern. Sirivardhana.
Trinity really cutting it too fine with the infringements here. This is really fortunate that Dean Imal hasn't taken a card out yet again.
Arun Kumar taking it forward twice in the same move.
Right through the middle. The skipper. Arun Kumar driven back there by Basu Karuna Tilaka. Big fellows. He's got good 2 years left in him.
Great defense by Trinity, but superb presence of mind to hang on to the ball from Kumar. They've doubled up now, and this is Charuka with his teammates at his back.
Now spreading it wide. There is an overlap. Yes, there is. But Hiranta wants to go on his own. Held up by Thisilad. Shoved onto the ground.
Sirivardhana cuts back in.
Keeping it tight, Isipathana.
Got a big blind side, but so does the defense. De Costa again waits for it. Hiranta Pereira. It's a wonderful long pass out to Arun
Good
Kumar.
tackle there by Giriyagama. Presence of mind.
This is Taranatha, the man we've been talking about. Will he lose it? No, he doesn't. Good work from him. That was a stunning pass by De Costa.
Really was. Had a lot of meters on it.
Dharmadasa gives it to Gomes.
Chance of go, Pathana go. The crowd getting behind their team.
Sirivardhana again. He seems to be running at Tarindaratwata, who has stood up well. Hiranta cuts back in once again.
Oh, big hit
Offloads
yet
to
again by
Fernando.
Ratwate. They need to be careful about those tackles, Trinity. We saw 2 cards being given in the semi-finals due to tackles like that, and one of them was for Tarindaratwate, so you'd expect him to have learnt a lesson. Isipathana now slowing it down a bit. They're spreading it to either side of the field and spreading it really well. Good defense by Trinity.
Stunning hit there. I didn't say who it was, but an outstanding bit of defense by Trinity. They've gained 18 meters in this. Isolated. Suryarachi waits for it. the replacement fullback. That's Silva at first receiver. This is Sirivardhana, the hooker. Silva gives it to Hirantha, gives it to Taranatha, puts the kick in. Halik Wadud. Wadud thumped into the floor after he'd let the kick go, but bounces right back up and back into position. He's a little jack in the box, isn't he?
And good presence of mind, Shanaka. There's absolutely nothing he could have done with that ball but to kick it out. And really fabulous to see Wadud playing a really good game, and he's been doing that throughout the season.
Outstanding passage of rugby from both teams. Isipathana keeping the ball in hand, keeping control, retaining possession, but outstanding defense also by Trinity. Kumendra Dharmadasa salvages it at the back of the line out.
Big hit yet again by Samarasekara.
You watch this pattern. They've got their hooker, they've got their second row and their prop. This is Sirivardhana, goes back inside.
Madana off guard, but Duli Samarasekara there to cover up.
Silva gives it to his fly half De Costa. Fernando. Hirantha Pereira coming back inside. Again Costa.
Tarinder Ratwate defending 1, 2 and 3. Good work by Ratwate and Seniviratna. Still though, ball with Isipathana. This is fabulous retention of ball. You got to give it to Isipathana.
Disanayaka. Suryarachi. Oh, well picked up there by Charuka. Good work from a big prop. Suryarachi again to Silva. This is Arun Kumar.
Arun Kumar, this is dangerous. He's on his feet. You can't give him space like that.
Terrible support play for Mudita Taranatha there. If he'd gone on the touchline, Arun Kumar, all he had to do was draw and pass.
Exactly, Shanaka. Unfortunate there. Has the ball been stolen? No.
Trinity have stolen it, but they've done it illegally. Quick tap by Suryarachi.
Has that been intercepted? Madana on the right side.
That was Giragama who dropped the ball when he was on his way to scoring a solo try.
Giragama once again, but did well enough to get Trinity out of jail, Shanaka.
Well, I don't know whether he did that legally, Anup. I think there was definitely not 10 meters there. He didn't come from behind the try line. So whether he intercepted that ball from an offside position is what we have to think about. And if he'd gone all the way, I would have been very upset if I was a Isipathana supporter.
Can take a look on the replay.
Excellent stuff by both schools. That is what Milo Rugby is all about. Milo is proud sponsor of the States Rugby for the last 20 years.
Just to enlighten our viewers that Sri Lanka have won the plate in Mumbai, beating Malaysia in extra time. 17 points all it was at full time, and 22-17. Srinath Surya Bandara, old Isipathanian, scoring the try. So nice to see that Isipathana rugby is being represented not only here on this pitch but also in Mumbai and doing really well. Good work from Singalaksana. Running Arun Kumar wide. Still got the ball though. Hirantha Pereira.
Isipathana seem to have a lot of time on their hands when carrying the ball, Shanaka.
Silva on the blind side. Sirivardhana looking for Fernando.
Finds Seniviratna instead. Big defense. Still looking for the blind side. Arun Kumar cuts into heavy traffic.
De Costa waits.
There's a kick in order. Up and under. Madana is not safe under the high ball. We all know that.
That was well taken
presence
by
of mind
Udita.
to hold on to his counterpart.
Yes, and that's a good call by the referee.
Fabulous work.
Udita Taranatha doing well and then giving it all away. All he had to do was release that ball, get up and play it again. And this boy is costing Isipathana, I'll tell you that much.
Giriyagama under a bit of pressure. Just like if you remember in the Bradby, throughout the season he was absolutely fabulous, especially when he played in the centre. But once he moved down to the wing, he's not been that successful. He's a good player, a lot of talent, good skill. Just needs to get his mental aspect sorted out. And Trinity would do good to work on that as soon as possible. But at the moment, line out ball for Trinity.
You can see them walking to the line out. Both teams look a little knackered. Not straight, says the referee. So it will be Isipathana ball. Kumendra Dharmadasu, the captain, and Arun Kumar having a little bit of a chat. In fact, it's Silva.
What I like about this Arun Kumar is he doesn't talk much. He just goes on about his business and does it really well. Something that the number 14, Taranatha, could learn from Arun Kumar, I guess, Shanaka.
Absolutely, but it looks that he is a good leader off the pitch. That's why he was chosen as vice captain to run the Calvis. You can see Madena and Singalakshan are very quick off the mark. They know that Arun Kumar is coming. Might be nice if they tried a different tactic because he's breaking off every scrum.
Flat pass there.
Nice hands from Gomis to Sirivardhana.
Good clearance at the breakdown. Fabulous work.
Suryarachi.
Chips. Well, wasn't that a knock on, Shanaka?
Yes, it was, but the referees missed it. I think he just absolutely didn't see that one. De Costa flipped over into the dirt. Arun Kumar trying to come back in, but
double trouble there for Arun Kumar. Singalakshan and Duli taking on Arun Kumar. Marked him well. As you said, Isipathana will do well to kind of divert from Arun Kumar and look for other options. Might be the case in the second half. This might all be a small part of a master plan.
Yes, this game is really going to be won and lost in the second half, Anup, because the intensity that they're going at the moment, one of these teams is going to give. Silva brings down his opposite number. Tarendra Atwata can't kick this out on the full. Good presence of mind. This is another Silva. WKIS Silva.
Udalagama after it.
Ball back.
Aye. Good pressure. Good pressure by Udalagama.
It's a shocking kick, but did well to get it out.
Didn't find the middle of his boot at all. But credit to the Lagama, chased it down. That's what he's in the team for by the looks of it. He will chase everything, starting the kicks.
That's really disheartening for the forwards, Anup. They were attacking in the 22 with a lot of intent, and suddenly they find themselves 60 meters down the field defending a line out. Set piece has not been great for Trinity, but they're lucky to come away with that.
Line out once again, a worry for Trinity. There are good 2-3 line outs from Trinity, and I was just about to say that they've finally worked something that was really dreadful during the league phase of the tournament. But by the looks of it, not to be the case. Duli Samasekara is still having problems with his throws. Not an issue that Trinity is faced with usually. Trinity usually have good players throwing into the lineouts throughout the years. Tackler not moving away. You need to get off once you've made the tackle.
That was an interesting call, Anup, because Thishala Karunathilaka took that into the breakdown. The referee said hands in the ruck, and Thishala Karunathilaka came up holding the ball snug as ever to his chest. So don't know where the hands were.
Thishala not wanting to take the kick there and summoning Tarendra Ratwate.
Not sure how this works, whether they've discussed who takes what where, but Thishala has been taking kicks from about this angle before. Tarendra Ratwate seems to be taking the easier ones. Not sure exactly what that means. God, they're pink boots, Anup. That's shocking. Absolutely shocking. Should be given a yellow card just for that.
Probably a part of a plan, Shanaka, to distract the defenders.
Well, they haven't worked. They're not his kicking boots, I'll tell you that. My God, I've just noticed them. I can't believe I didn't see them from the start of the game. They're blinding me here.
So 22 meter restart.
This is the scourge of football, Anup. A lot of the rugby players wearing football cleats, so they wear some garish colours. Won't find any of the international rugby players caught dead in pink boots.
Pink boots, yeah. Restart, probably not what Hiranta was looking for, but single Akshana underneath it. Now Somasiri ran out of options, but in surface there. Randika Alves now on the blind side, wards off, but loses the ball in the process.
I really hope there wasn't a small problem with Randika's knee there. He went down quite heavily, I think. Hasn't really moved much. Have to have a look at that when this ruck clears. Hiranta can't kick this out in the full as well. Good pressure from...
There you go. Once again, one of Dharmasena's basketball skills being put to use.
Randika's up, so that's good news for Trinity. But Isipathana really having a little trouble clearing this ball. Not taking enough responsibility for running it out of their 22. They're a running team. And I think Shamli Nawaz has chosen, his game plan has been to kick and conserve some energy for the second half. Let's see whether it works for them. Nicely stolen. Single Akshana. Steps inside. Breaks the first tackle. Good ball for Trinity. Ratpata waits for it, but it's a shocking pass by Somasiri, who's not having a great game. Lovely presence of mind. It's a big kick put in by the Isipathana defender. Ratpata chases it back. Manages to come away with the ball. He was lucky that time. Silva trying to get it off him.
Yeah, good bounce for Ratpata there. Very fortunate.
Halik Wadud is there.
I think the
Somasiri
wind now is a bit of a factor once again, out of nowhere.
Taranatha has dropped it cold once again. The second time he's done exactly the same thing, but he manages to put it down to Halik Wadud, who will look to run. DeCosta bundles him into touch, but he's gotten it away already.
So both teams not sure as to what to do at this point by the looks of it. A bit unsettled.
Yes, it's very unstructured. It's become very open, and I think both teams are feeling the heat a little bit, although it has cooled down considerably, I must say, once they get some water on board and their coaches have had let